What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Monday. There's actually a lot of updates with Miss Amber that happened in the last week, including an update on whether or not she will be removed from Aquaman 2 by Warner Brothers after the petition has now neared 500,000 signatures. Now, I don't need to recap everything that went on between Amber and Johnny. We all know. In fact, I covered them extensively on this channel. But what we're waiting for is, well, the court decision against the son from Johnny. I'm still not optimistic he's going to win that. I think probably the biggest dub for Johnny will be to settle it. But I'm not sure. Time's gone by. It's been like 2 weeks now. I imagine we'll have a decision in the coming weeks, maybe before the end of the month. But we don't know that. We also don't know what's going on with Amber and her job with Aquaman 2, as clearly Warner Brothers knows there's going to be a significant amount of backlash when they start rolling out marketing for that. Now, will we still see large-scale marketing like we did post-shutdown? How many theaters will even still be open? These are things we don't exactly know. But let's start with the funny part of the story. Amber Heard gets destroyed for going to a mosque for a photo op and not wearing her little head scarf correctly and not wearing a bra either. But Amber Heard slammed trolls. Now, it's funny because we're going to look at how Pink Vala is reporting this, and then we're going to look at reality. She slams trolls who criticize her over inappropriate outfit while visiting a mosque. Aquaman star Amber recently faced criticism over her choice of outfit while visiting a mosque in Istanbul. Now, Amber responded to the backlash via Twitter. After facing criticism over the outfit she wore, Aquaman actress Amber Heard is addressing the issue. The 34-year-old actress is currently in Istanbul and on Saturday shared a photo of herself and mentioned that she visited a mosque, spent the day wandering around the magic of Istanbul's mosques, and couldn't be more in love with this gorgeous city, Amber wrote on Instagram. In her photo, Amber is wearing a white blouse with an open button-down shirt and a pink headscarf, not being worn appropriately either. It's supposed to cover your hair and your neck, but nonetheless, if she were not to wear it, that would actually be stunning and brave. Shortly after she posted the photo, people took to Twitter to slam Amber for her. However, Amber Heard had no respect for the religion or race, as we've seen many times. Posted while touring a mosque while using a hijab as a fashion accessory, hair and neck showing, and braless. She's posted this before and took it down immediately, but now has reposted. One user tweeted, "Amber Heard is such a fake. She's trying way too hard." After a news site posted an article about the outfit backlash, Amber took to her Twitter to address the situation, saying, "Nope, apparently whoever paid for this to be written wasn't paid enough." Amber tweeted, "I'll make it easier. They're real places and museums and churches. So, headscarves where they are sometimes required in order to visit. Mystery solved." Yeah, but you're not there when you took that picture. That's kind of the thing. You're clearly using it as a fashion accessory here. I mean, obviously. But the funny thing is, if you look at the actual tweet, now Pink Vala puts this as, "She totally destroyed the trolls. Get wrecked." Let's see. You got ratioed. 348 comments to piddly 500 likes. By the way, you have 146,000 followers and nobody cares. Are these just all news agencies that follow you? I mean, you were in London, you're in Istanbul now. I thought you were supposed to be locked down, but I guess that's neither here nor there. Now, if we look at the comments, it's pretty funny. Some people go out of their way to speak on this type of culture without even knowing things is annoying. Hope you're having a good trip. Oh, fan. Okay. When you visit a religious building, it is important to be conservative when interpreting the culture and customs. You weren't wearing the scarf correctly, covering your hair. Your nips were visible through your top. You photographed and filmed people in worship. And your partner also openly criticized the women's section and filmed a woman praying. It's also considered rude to point in Turkey, which you also did. Now, if someone Turkish or Muslim does different, it's their religion and their culture. They can do as they want. As visitors, we respect. I mean, it's funny to me that, I mean, of course, it's getting, and then all the Johnny Depp supporters are in here. You still did this, among other things. Quote, I discovered that she had in fact stolen my survival story, all sorts of stuff. Hey, Amber, how are you? I wanted to tell you that you have dropped this. You're welcome. Glad to help. And here's all the articles of how terrible person she is. And this all kind of goes in with the entire video leaking. It wasn't much more. There was an incident between the two, between Johnny and Amber, and everyone made a big deal about the full video leaking. It wasn't, I didn't think it was that telling, but one thing you do get from watching it, which I can't watch because TMZ strikes everything down, is you do see that she's filming him on purpose, and she has this like sinister laugh where he notices she's filming him, and he says, oh, you got that thing going again. And then he knocks the phone down. I don't know if it was in her hand at the time or not. I don't remember. And then, so clearly this wasn't the first time she had filmed him. And then she has this like weird laugh. This says, in the TMZ version, it's low quality and ends when Johnny snatches up the phone and goes blank. Amber supporters claim that's when he started to smack her around. But this version extends beyond that, both at the beginning and the end. In the video, in the beginning, it shows Amber turning on the phone to record and setting it up where he couldn't see it. The interesting stuff happens at the end, though. After Johnny snatches up the phone, throws it in the trash, he says bye and leaves the room. No slapping around, nothing of the sort. He leaves. From there, the video shows Amber fishing the phone out of the trash, giggling and smirking, like she knows she just got one over on him. Then she follows Johnny before turning the phone off. Hardly the picture of poor embattled victim she wanted the world to think she was. So it's, I mean, the video itself, you know, shows a couple of things that she was setting him up. She was hoping to catch him wilding out. Now, he does not look great in the video, I will say. He like chucks a wine glass or something, not at her, but I mean, it's not great behavior. But it doesn't show anything that she has inclined. Now, I don't know if the court had seen that or not. It doesn't paint Johnny in a great light either. But a new rumor has now provided an update on Amber Heard. Now, this is via boutingintocomics.com. As it turns out, contrary to rumors and their behavior, Ezra Miller, who has his own set of problems, and Amber Heard are staying aboard their popular franchises at Warner Brothers. This, according to a news scoop from Mikey Sutton that YouTube's Pop Culture Minefield passed along. Both are part of the Geekosity Network. As show co-host Mr. Keith explained to Sutton, both Miller and Heard are remaining with Warner Brothers for the foreseeable future. Of course, Keith is shocked to report that. Heard, for a start, has been embroiled in obviously the suit brought by her former flame and husband, Johnny. He has seen his reputation dragged through the mud and his career placed in jeopardy. He was fired from Pirates of the Caribbean, and his future as a part of Fantastic Beasts property was in doubt for a spell. Fortunately for his supporters, he will be back to play Grindelwald. Miller also is part of Fantastic Beasts. That's Ezra Miller. On top of the Flash, Warner Brothers, coming out of the lockdown, prefers to move along with business as usual without going to the trouble of replacing anybody. This puts Warner in an awkward position. The studio is holding on to Miller when a video of him choking a woman to the ground went viral and stirred up a controversy. I mean, I didn't really see it like that. I didn't see it as crazy as everyone else did. But he was clearly, I don't know, acting up, I would say. Bouting into comics also, as we should note, he wasn't charged or even investigated. Grace Renoff has recently, he brings unwanted baggage regardless. They're also keeping Amber around despite the evidence and recordings that she's a cheater and uses her fists worse than Johnny was ever accused of. She's even been called a liar. Well, she's a liar. Fan outcry is intense. Petitions have been created vying for Emilia Clarke to replace Heard as Mera in Aquaman 2, to have Miller removed from Fantastic Beasts 3. They gain traction with thousands of signatures, but don't seem to have moved the needle at the WB. A few pointing out the hypocrisy of Warner shows here. The studio will not fire Amber or Ezra, but they'll let Hartley Sawyer go after some old insensitive tweets surface. Well, he's just apparently not as big as them. Mikey Sutton noted that there was a greater sensitivity at the CW to the content of Sawyer's deleted posts. Neither the network nor WB itself show sign of changing their mind here. Pop Culture Minefield co-host Gary Gissel reports these decisions are being made solely at Warner, and their parent company AT&T is yet to get involved. Well, can't say I'm happy to hear this. Ezra and Amber are slated to participate in DC's fandom. It would be, lucky for them, they won't have any type of in-person appearance at this DC event, because I am certain that people would boo Amber. I am certain of it. And boy, that would not be a good look for WB, especially at the fandom. Also, DC with massive layoffs happening in the last 7 days or so. I'm not sure how excited fans will be for the fandom. I'm sure we'll get some interesting cringe interviews out of it, but ultimately it's disappointing to see, at least as of right now, Warner Brothers does not care about the mountain of evidence why someone should be replaced. And, I would have less of a problem with this if they hadn't replaced Johnny Depp, right? If they didn't replace Johnny Depp, then you could argue, okay, cool. I mean, it's my opinion that if these things take place outside of work, for the most part, that's where they should stay. And if you look at their relationship, these two, it's just clearly a bad relationship gone badder. And ultimately, it doesn't really affect their abilities to do their job. Now, I could argue that they both have pretty bad things in their past. Amber, of course, using the Me As Well movement to prop herself up and then get completely excommunicated from it after being found out that she was in fact the one raising her hands. Ultimately, she seems like an awful person to me. Johnny seems like an embattled person as well. If you're going to cut one, then you got to cut them both. That's the only position I can maintain, and it's really disappointing that Warner Brothers looks to be not removing her. Although it does look like maybe L'Oreal has. I don't know her makeup company. There's some news around she's been removed as a spokeswoman from L'Oreal. I don't know if that's necessarily true. You can't tell if she was ever listed here, but I'm sure the next time she does a commercial, we'll know about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to leave a like and a comment if you made it this far in the video, and double check to see if you're still subscribed. People have been getting unsubscribed like crazy over the past month. I really hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.